editing this is going to be real fun. There's always revving on this road. Can you calm down? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of the Ordinary Alpha Lipoic Acid. I have it here somewhere. This is what the box looks like, and this is what the bottle looks like. This is actually a new one because I've actually already gone ahead and purchased another one, which gives you a little bit of insight into what I think of the product. This is what the bottle itself looks like. As I said, the Alpha Lipoic Acid that I used is from The Ordinary. The strength is 5%, and it's a concentrated serum that's meant to brighten and target signs of age. And on the side it says that it visibly targets lackluster skin and then again signs of age. I'd actually never heard of Alpha Lipoic Acid before The Ordinary, but it actually comes in the form of a supplement as well that you can take. Alpha Lipoic Acid is actually an antioxidant that you can get naturally through food like potatoes, spinach and broccoli. So my intention was actually to take pictures of my face during the time that I was using this product, but I actually got really close to the end of the bottle before I even realised it. What I wanted to do was take a picture before, a picture when I was about halfway through using it, and then a picture after I'd finished using it. But in the end I only managed to get a before and after picture. There is no in between one. So I've got a few figures to give you guys. I actually kept track of the number of uses that I got from one bottle. So I actually managed to get 42 uses out of one bottle, and one bottle is 30 millilitres in size, or 1 fluid ounce. I was literally a week shy of getting 5 months used out of it. So like I said, I have actually repurchased it already, but I do want to give it a little bit of a break because there are some other products from The Ordinary that I want to road test. I don't want to constantly use the same thing on my skin. I do want to give it a bit of a breather. So like I said a few moments ago, the job of the serum is to target lackluster skin and signs of age. I wouldn't say I've got really visible signs of age, being, you know, fairly young and everything, but apparently you're never too young to start using anti-aging products. I'm not saying that, you know, babies should be slathering on anti-aging lotions or anything, but I do remember one of my friends telling me that apparently in France they start using anti-aging products from like 14 or something. I guess it makes sense when you actually think about it, with prevention being better than cure and all that. I'm a very expressive person and I have lines on my forehead and dimples when I smile with my mouth closed. Not that dimples are wrinkles or anything, and I'm not necessarily trying to minimize them, but I guess they count as lines on your face still. The lines on my forehead aren't deep or anything, but you can kind of see them. I feel like a product like this might help to keep them that way. With regard to lackluster skin, I'm forever looking for products to brighten my face. I love makeup, like I really do, but some days I just can't be bothered, and when I'm barefaced I don't want to be looking like I just escaped the morgue or anything. So I try and take care of my skin, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep and things like that. Taking care of my skin is a priority of mine. So it recommends that you use it 2 to 3 times a week. I went with the lower end and used it twice a week. I've done one other review of a product from The Ordinary, and that was a vitamin C suspension, 23%. That should be popping up on a card as we speak. But unlike that product, this one doesn't really sting in the same kind of way. My skin still reacted to it when it was applied, but not in the same kind of way as with the suspension. I did notice though when the pollen was fairly high and I was blowing my nose a lot, when I applied it around my nose, it did sting a little bit then. I do feel like when my skin was a little bit sensitive was when it was more likely to sting. The acid made my skin feel velvety to the touch, and that was right from the first use. I've just been thinking about it, and I feel like the sensitivity that I experienced from the acid may have been caused by the peeling that was caused by the vitamin C suspension. It was in the same area of my face, you know, around my nose, that I was experiencing the tingling and the the sensitivity. So anyway, so it's advised that you use around 2 to 3 drops to cover the entire face. I don't know if the drops I was applying were too small, but for me I actually used between 4 and 5 drops to cover my whole face. But for my neck I did actually manage to use 2 to 3 drops. I have a big head, so with that comes a bigger face, I guess, so maybe that's why I was using more drops than recommended. But one sort of strange thing that I noticed about the acid was that it smells like rubber bands. To me that's not a problem, but I just find that kind of funny. Not like ha hilarious, but I just thought it was a bit weird that it smells like rubber bands. When I first applied it I was thinking of what the smell reminded me of, but then it just kind of hit me. I honestly don't mind it though. It's not really an offensive smell, and after a while I didn't even notice it anymore. I felt like I saw a change in the brightness of my skin around the 3rd use. At that point I hadn't yet noticed any changes in the hyperpigmentation of my skin, but I felt like my face and neck just looked a lot brighter. Another sort of random thing to note is that the bottle was kind of hard to open at times. It felt like it was vacuum sealed. Another thing that I wanted to mention actually is that I get a hay fever pretty badly each summer. One thing I definitely noticed was that when I was blowing my nose quite often, I would experience a lot of sensitivity around my nostrils. Yeah, the acid did not help at all. And it sounds like common sense, like, don't get me wrong, why would you put a bloody acid on an irritated nose? Like, I do know how it sounds, but at the time I honestly didn't realize quite how irritated my nose was. But when it did dawn on me that that probably wasn't the best idea, I did stop putting the acid around my nose and my mouth. There was no skin off my nose because that part of my face is actually the lightest, so I didn't really feel like I needed to put the serum on it necessarily. The whole point of me using the acid really was to even out my face and neck, so I guess there was no real need necessarily for me to put it on that part of my face, considering it's the lightest part anyway. One thing I'm just now realising actually is I haven't mentioned what the price is, and I can't actually remember how much I paid for it, but I'll put it on the screen. I think I actually got it off of Cult Beauty. I don't want to sit here guessing like I've done in the past. I'll just put the correct information on the screen, or maybe over this side, I don't know. I'm hoping this review isn't actually too long. I feel like I've said everything I wanted to say about it. It isn't actually advertised as one of their products for hyperpigmentation, but because it mentioned brightening skin, that's why I gave it a try. And I did like it. I honestly feel like I'm gonna include the before and after pictures if I haven't already, but I honestly feel like it did make a difference in my skin. I've actually not long come back from a holiday, and I do feel like my face tanned a little bit in that time. Not drastically, but I do feel like it did tan. But I took the before picture before I went anyway, so you'll be able to get a clearer idea of what my face looked like before the tan. Alright guys, that's the end of this review. I hope you found it helpful. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There should also be some suggestions of other videos for you to check out on my channel, linked here, and possibly here with the subscription button over here. Also throughout the video there would have been other suggestions of videos for you to check out, so click on those if you want. I'm hoping to do some more reviews on products from the Ordinary skincare line, so look out for those videos. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I'm hoping this review... Oh, my raspy voice has come out again. I don't know about you, but I feel like that sentence just came out about 60 miles an hour. I'm trying to slow it down when I speak in videos, but this is generally how fast I speak in real life anyway. But I feel like on camera it comes across as even faster. I felt like I felt no. And I don't know if the drops I was applying were a little too small, but for me I used between 4 and 5 drops to... Ooh. Hold on, I've got it written it down. I've gotten it written it down. Is that what I just said? Wow.